Hey there, so happy that you guys are able to join me today for this Masterclass Monday. So, today we are looking at people pleasing and what it means if you are a people pleaser. People pleasing behaviors is known for a person to do whatever it takes to make other people happy. While being kind and helpful is usually a good thing, going too far to please others can leave a person feeling emotionally depleted, stressed, and anxious. All right. So think about it. If you are a person that is always putting someone else's needs ahead of your own, if you feel like you are highly attuned to other people and you're always seen as agreeable, helpful, kind, but have trouble saying no, have trouble advocating for yourself, have trouble setting clear limits and boundaries, that can lead to a harmful pattern of self sacrifice and self neglect. Clinically, what we call individuals that is associated with people pleasing is a personality trait that is known as sociotropisy, right? And that means feeling overly concerned with pleasing others and earning approval and as a way to maintain relationships. So, you showing up in a relationship just as yourself is not enough, right? You have to come with bells and whistles. You have to do whatever it takes in order for that other person or those other people to accept you, right? This behavior can be a symptom of anxiety, avoidant personality disorder, my all time favorite, borderline personality disorder, or codependency. And all of my clients out there know that we do a lot of work with codependent and emotionally dependent people. So, if you're sitting there asking yourself, am I a people pleaser? I am going to give you some signs that may indicate that you are in the cycle of people pleasing behaviors. So, if you find that you are preoccupied with what other people may think about you, if you feel guilty when you tell people no, if you have a difficult time saying no, if you fear that telling people no or turning people down will make them think you're mean or selfish, if you agree to do things you don't like or do things that you don't want to do, if you struggle with feelings of low self-worth and low self-esteem, if you want people to like you and you feel that if you do things for them, you'll earn their approval or you'll win them over, if you're always saying sorry, you're always telling people that you're sorry, if you take the blame even when something isn't your fault, if you find yourself never having free time because you're always doing things for other people, if you begin to neglect your own needs in order to do things for others, if you agree with someone, even though in your heart of hearts you feel differently, then you may be suffering from people pleasing behaviors. People that are people pleasing, they tend to be good at tuning in to what others are feeling, right? These are sometimes they may call themselves empathetic, thoughtful, and caring, which are positive qualities, but they also can come with poor self-image, the need to take control, or the tendency to overachieve. They always have to be the best. So some of the causes of this people pleasing behavior, the number one thing is poor self-esteem, right? You feel like you're not enough. You showing up just as you is not enough. And so you don't value your own desires and needs. And that's because you don't have self-confidence, right? You need external validation. You feel that if you do things for others, that will lead to their approval, acceptance, and love. Insecurity. that's another cause of people pleasing behavior, right? In these cases, you try to please others because you worry that people won't like you if you don't go above and beyond to make them happy. So you are not secure in that relationship, not secure in yourself, and so that insecurity drives you to have people pleasing behaviors. Another one that we see a lot is past trauma, right? Past experiences, things that are painful, difficult, or traumatic can play a role in people pleasing behaviors. We usually see this in individuals that have been exposed to abuse. So they try to be as agreeable as possible in order to not rock the boat, right? In order to not to trigger bad behaviors in others. If any of this resonates with you, if you see signs of people pleasing behaviors in yourself, definitely try to connect with a mental health professional so that you can begin working on that self-esteem, building yourself up, knowing that validation is only internal. It cannot come from anything outside of you, working on your boundaries, learning your limits and knowing how to express those limits. So those are things that you could consider in order to stop these people-pleasing behaviors, to begin to do that long but beautiful road of self-reflection and self-improvement. If you are looking for a therapist, a good therapist, if you would like more information, definitely feel free to reach out. I can be reached at onthecouch1111@gmail.com. Even if we don't work together, I have a series of colleagues that I can connect you with, depending on what modality works best for you. So yes, we are healing over here, right? We are no longer bringing in that energy of pleasing other people. We are no longer sacrificing ourselves to make someone else happy, right? So let's change those behavioral patterns in order to make sure that we are looking out for number one first. What do they always say? You have to put that oxygen on you first before you can save anyone else. All right, guys, so thank you for joining me today on my favorite day, Masterclass Monday. And as you go through your week, I want you to remember to be brave, be magical, and above all else, be well. Take care.